The letter reads, I'm pleased to inform you that the Federal University Lokoja, Kogi State, is to confer on me honorary doctorate degree as follows. Venu Federal University Lokoja, Kogi State, date Saturday, 21st October 2023, time 10 a.m. Consequently, I wish to request you, my honorable colleagues, to join me at the August occasion, which marks another watershed in my political history. Honorable members who are willing to attend should please indicate at the Sergeant at Arms desk to enable us provide necessary logistics. Please accept the assurances of my high regards. So, honorable colleagues, on behalf of myself and the whole entire members of the House of Reps, I would want to most sincerely extend our congratulations to one of our own, and also to inform you that I will not accept anyone to call him Right Honorable anymore. Once you say Right Honorable, extend and put that doctor as part of his name as from now onward. Thank you. Then the next announcement is from the office of the Deputy Minority Whip, and the message reads as follows. I would highly appreciate if you could assist make the following announcement during plenary, that there will be a meeting of the 35 Labour Party members of the House immediately after sitting today at Committee Room 201. Thank you for the gesture. Signed, Honorable George Ebizimako Ozodinobi, Deputy Minority Leader. The next announcement is from the Clerk of the House, and it reads as follows. The following honorable members should please see the Clerk to the House. Honorable Bauchi Hayatongo, Honorable Adesina Abiodun Cornelos, Honorable James Faleke, Honorable Rahis Abdulkadir, Honorable Hashimu Adamu, Announcer, Clerk of the House. The next announcement is coming from Honorable Mike Eleman, and the message reads as follows. This is to announce the death of Senator / Minister Alhaji Bello Maitama Yusuf Sardauna Dutse, which occurred last week. I request a minute silence for the reports of the dead. Announcer Honorable Mike Eleman. I think those are the only announcements, so please, shall we rise? May the soul of the departed rest in peace. Amen. Honorable colleagues, if any member has any petition to present, please, you can rise to do so.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Chidi Mark Obeta, member representing the good people of Osuka, Igweze South Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Enugu State. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, this petition was routed through my office by Comrade Chika Emmanuel Idoko, who is my constituent, against the bureaucracy of the Supreme Court, who he believes are tactically refusing to assign his matter on the docket of the Supreme Court, after having fulfilled all the necessary requirements to that effect. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, this petition is a pre-election matter and the litigant is appealing the ruling of the Court of Appeal. But unfortunately, he and his lawyers are being denied access and information on why the matter is yet to be docketed and time is of the essence. Mr. Speaker, equity denied is equity denied. Equity delayed is equity denied, sorry. The petitioner seeks the intervention of these hallowed chambers to compel on the relevant department of the Apex Court to give him the opportunity to seek the redress before the court. Mr. Speaker, I hereby seek your permission and the leave of this House to lay the petition.
Please go ahead. Any more petitions? Doctor?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. My name is Dr. Patrick Umar. I represent the people of Ikore-Ikpene, Esienudim, Oborokara Federal Constituency. The Speaker, before you is a petition titled Wrongful Termination of Appointment by Mobile Producing Nigeria Unlimited, a passionate appeal for intervention and redress. It is authored by Chris Okorie Esquire, and the relief sought include reversing the purported termination of appointment to retirement as accepted and directed by the Department of Petroleum Resources, and payment of all entitlements and benefits by Mobile Producing Nigeria Unlimited as consistent with pensions and other ends of service benefits plan. Mr. Speaker, may I crave your indulgence to lay this petition before the House.
Please go ahead. Any more petitions? Honorable Igarwe?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My very respected colleagues, my name is Right Honorable Gariwe Iduma Enwo. I represent the good people of Afikpo and Eda Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker. I'm from Ebonyi State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning under Order 8, Rule 3 to present a petition addressed to Mr. Speaker and this Honorable House. Mr. Speaker, the petition is titled Rejection of the Sale of the Pontoon at Ozeza Beach to an individual and the illegal use of Army and Navy to enforce the sale. Mr. Speaker, this petition is signed by 11 persons, 8 of which come from Afikpo local government area in Ebonyi State, and the other 3 from Igonigoni clan in Abi local government area of Cross River State. Mr. Speaker, these 2 riverine communities are not happy with the sale of the only pontoon that has allowed them move from one part of the community to the other part of the community. And this sale was enabled by the Nigerian Army and Navy. Mr. Speaker, the prayers are as contained in this petition. With the very kind permission of you, Mr. Speaker, may I lay this petition. Thank you very much.
Please go ahead. Any more petitions? Yes, Honorable, please go ahead.
Routed through my office from one of my constituents, namely Ini Obong Samson Achibong. Mr. Speaker, the petition is titled Unethical and Wanton Action of the Operatives of the Department of the State Security Services, a joint act of assault, abuse of power, threat to life, and the breach of the constitutional right of Mr. Niobong Samson Achibong. Mr. Speaker, the prayers include that the Speaker and the House should intervene in the plight of our client to ensure that justice is seen to be done and also to serve as a deterrent to other erring officers. Mr. Speaker, I pray for your leave to lay this petition before this honorable House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Please go ahead, Honorable. Any more petitions? Yes, Honorable, go ahead.
Right, Honorable Speaker, my very dear colleagues, my name is Right Honorable Dumnamene Deko. I represent the good people of Kana, Gokana Federal Constituency. I'm an Ogoni man from Rivers State. With me, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, this morning are two petitions. One from Mrs. Juliana Wikane of Bianu community in Kana local government. And it reads, an urgent appeal for your intervention over a fraudulent transaction involving the land of Mrs. Juliana Wikane of Bianu town against Airtel Nigeria Limited. And the second one is a petition from youths, from the Youth and Environmental Advocacy Center on the non-treatment of one Dr. Barine Lene, a victim of armed robbery attack by 4 medical facilities in Rivers State for not possessing a police report, which led finally to his death. Mr. Speaker, with your leave, I seek to lay this petition. Thank you.
Please go ahead, Honorable. Any more petitions?
Yes, sir.
Okay, my right Honorable, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my name is Honorable Stainless Wood. I represent the good people of Igbe Titi, Uzo, and the Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Enugu State. Mr. Speaker, my dear able colleagues, this petition came through my office. This petition is against Global International Crusade Network. Petition against Timothy Peter Manjok, who is a director at the Federal Capital Territory Administration, FCT, Abuja, for corruption practice across abuse of office and failure to declare assets, contrary to the part 1 of the 5th schedule of 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended, Section 5th and 15th of the Code of Conduct, Bureau and Tribunal Acts 1998 and other Nigerian law. Mr. Speaker, this petition is signed by Uchenna Emeka Mojeku. Mr. Speaker, I grant your, please, can you grant me your urgence to present this petition before you?
Please, Honorable, proceed to lay your complaint. Yes, Honorable, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I remain Fatoba Olushola, member representing Ado Ekiti, Irepodu Ifeolodun Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, this petition was brought to my office and is from a forum of non-governmental organization in Nigeria. It was signed by one comrade, Wole Badmus, national coordinator. And the petition is on petition against Nigerian Port Authority, NPA, on 173 billion naira provision made for bad and doubtful debt in the audited financial statement as at 31st December 2019. A patriotic petition to mandate NPA to recover the long outstanding debts. And one of the prayer in this petition is the management of NPA should be invited to address the Public Petition Committee on the growth in doubtful debt from 135 billion naira in 2018 to 173 billion naira in subsequent years. Mr. Speaker, may I seek for your indulgence to lay this petition, sir?
Please go ahead, Honorable. Any more? All petitions are referred to the Committee on Public Petitions. Matters of urgent public importance. I would like to recognize Honorable Tesir Ubo to rise and please raise his motion. Honorable Tesir.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Tese Ugbo. I represent the good people of Kwande Ushongo Federal Constituency of Benue State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning under Rule 8, Section 4, to move a motion on the urgent need for intervention in the Nigerian Cameroon refugee crisis, banditry and environmental pollution arising from the discovery and mining of gold in Kwande local government of Benue State. I hereby seek the leave of the House that the rules be suspended to consider this matter as urgent enough that I go ahead and move this motion, Mr. Speaker. I so move.
Any seconder to the first leg of this motion? That the matter is urgent enough to be taken today? Yes, Honorable, please go ahead.
I'm Abdugani Adile Ayuba from Malian Shore Federal Constituency, the largest in Lagos and by extension Nigeria. I rise to second the motion moved by Honorable Tessie that it's called for urgent public importance. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Any seconder to the second leg of the motion that this motion that the House should suspend its rules to entertain this motion right away? The young parliamentarian, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I remain Honorable Mukhtar Tolani Shagaya, representing the good people of Ilorin West, as a federal constituency from Kwara State. I hereby rise to second the motion as ably moved by my colleague that we suspend our rules and take this motion out.
Those in support should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable, please continue.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to move the motion, as I mentioned earlier, on the need for urgent intervention in the Nigerian Cameroon refugee crisis, banditry and environmental pollution arising from the discovery and mining of gold in Kwande local government of Benue State. Mr. Speaker, the House notes that Kwande local government boundaries Cameroon on the north, Cross River to the east, and Taraba to the west. The local government have suffered sufficient violent attacks termed at farmers' herders clashes, leaving many indigents either dead, badly injured, or homeless, and without farmlands and a source of livelihood for over 10 years, especially the people of Turan and Ikurab districts of the local government. Over the last 16 years, Mr. Speaker, 16 persons have been killed along the Ugboma-Jatoka road due to internal crisis between these neighboring communities. To make matters worse, Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, the Cameroonian Anglophone crisis between the Cameroonian military
and the separatist Ambazonian fighters has spilled over and created a refugee crisis in the Nigerian-Cameroon border in Kwande local government. In 2018, Mr. Speaker, the federal government officially recognized the Cameroonian refugees in Nigeria and established a refugee camp in partnership with the United Nations and other agencies. Aware that the Cameroonian refugees who were first in Meneve Council Ward and now moved to Kyogen Cattle Ranch have lived there for over 5 years, and with their population now exceeding 12,000 as they continue to procreate, expand, and integrate into Nigerian society. Many of these refugees have obtained the Nigerian Identity Number NIN cards, thereby making them Nigerians without any formal proclamation. They now seek voting rights and to be allowed to vote and be voted for. Also aware, distinguished colleagues, that over the last several years, another dimension to the insecurity in Benue State and particularly in Kwande local government has been the discovery of gold, lithium, and other precious minerals. The influx of local and foreign legal and illegal miners infiltrating the region has caused daily security unrest, environmental pollution, and possible food crisis in Nigeria, as most able-bodied young men and women have abandoned the farmlands for mining sites. If this trend is left unchecked, Mr. Speaker, Benue State may become the next banditry hotspot, just like the case of our brother state, Zamfara, over the last several years due to illegal gold mining. The House also notes that the people of Kwande have cried out to the authorities for support and succor, but little help seems to come their way, as so many lives have been lost and business activities suspended, leading to a massive drop in trade and internal generated revenue for these communities and for Benue State in general. Cognizant of the Nigerian-Cameroon international border through Kwande local government of Benue State, which had been approved by the previous administrations as an export processing zone, with the potential to enhance trade between Nigeria and neighboring countries, especially through Cameroon to East Africa, and create massive economic activities. But with the discovery of these precious minerals and the clashes between the Cameroonian and Nigerian communities due to the rush to own these precious minerals, adding to an already volatile security situation in the area, Mr. Speaker. Distinguished colleagues, the House thereby resolves to urge the National Security Advisor along the security agencies to review the security situation in the region and the Nigerian-Cameroonian border areas in Benue State to implement urgent and proactive steps to curb further deterioration of the peace and security in the region. The House also resolves to encourage the Nigerian Immigration and Customs Service to establish an international border post and necessary infrastructure to enhance commerce and trade between these neighboring countries. The House also encourages the federal government through the Federal Ministry of Works to take over the development of the road between Ugboma to Jatoka to Kashimbila and the international highway to the Cameroon border, so as to open the region for massive investments and trade for the benefits of the Nigerian economy and the stability of the region. Finally, Mr. Speaker, the House directs the Nigerian Commission, the National Commission for Refugees, Migrants, and Internally Displaced Persons to look into the Cameroonian refugee situation and the IDPs with a view to either resettling them permanently within Nigeria or returning them to their host communities. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Right, Honorable.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, I remain David Umar, representing Kachaka-Garko Federal Constituency. I so second the motion of public importance. I so second that.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on National Security and Interior for further legislative input. I would like to recognize Honorable Dr. Patrick Umo to present his motion of urgent public importance. Honorable, are you around? He's not around? Okay, clerk, can we take another one? Is Honorable Kabir Ahmadru available? That's okay. Please, you can rise and present your matter of urgent public importance, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, Abiru Ahmadu Palace is my name. I represent the entire people of Gusau's IP Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Zamfara State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to come under Order 8 Rule 4 matter of urgent public importance on a need to call on security operatives to immediately secure the release of remaining 30 female students of Federal University Gusau who are still in captivity in the hand of bandits in Zamfara State. Mr. Speaker, I want this House to suspend its relevant rules to allow this matter to be taken as matter of urgent national importance. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I so move.
Any seconder to this motion that it is urgent enough? Right, Honorable? Please, can you go ahead?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ibrahim Mohammed, representing the
Mr. Speaker, my name is Honorable Chris Nkwanta, and I represent the good people of Okwa East and West Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to second the motion ably moved by my honorable colleague. I so second.
In support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. The second leg of the motion, suspension of our rules. Any seconder? Any seconder? Honorable, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Solomon Wombo. I represent the people of Kasnala, Ukum, Logo Federal Constituency from Benue State. I stand to second the second leg of the motion that we set aside our rules and consider the motion of urgent public importance now. I so second, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable, please proceed. And please, Honorable Jimmy Benson should sit properly, please. Yeah, please. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, honorable colleagues. Mr. Speaker, once again, my name is Kabiru Ahmadu Mepales. I represent the entire people of Gusau's IP Federal Constituency. I am from Zamfara State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move this motion of urgent national importance on the need to call on security operatives to immediately secure the release of remaining 30 female students of the Federal University Gusau of Zamfara State who are still in captivity. Mr. Speaker, the House will recall that at about 2 a.m. on September 22nd, 2023, suspected bandits riding on about 50 motorcycles armed with sophisticated weapons invaded 3 student-rented apartments in Sabangere village near the Federal University of Gusau and kidnapped over 40 female students, taking them to an unknown destination. Mr. Speaker, equally recall that, Mr. Speaker, worried that despite engaging the bandits In a fierce gun battle by troops of Nigerian army, the bandits still escaped with the kidnapped victims. Mr. Speaker, it saddens that today is exactly 3 weeks and 2 days that these innocent girls are still in captivity with no good food, no good potable drinking water, and no shelter on their heads. Mr. Speaker, also worried that prevalent activities of armed bandits and insurgents, particularly in the abduction of the female student, has been responsible for tremendous reduction in school enrollment of pupils in Zamfara State and entire Northwest. Mr. Speaker, desirous of obscuring the release of the abducted student and the abducted students, as well as mitigate the activities of armed bandits in the states in order to further ameliorate the adverse implication on school enrollment and the overall socio-economic implication and the northern region and Nigeria at large. Mr. Speaker, resolved that to call on the Chief of Defense Staff and the Inspector General of Police to immediately intensify efforts to secure the release of the remaining abducted female students. Call on the committees responsible for the national security and education to liaise with the security operatives in fashioning ways of preventing the further abduction of students in Nigerian schools. Number 3, to mandate the committees on the legislative compliance, Defense, Army, Air Force, and Police to ensure compliance and report within the House imposed. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I so move.
Any contribution? But please make it brief because we have so many issues to take. Right, Honorable?
Mr. Speaker, my fellow colleagues, I am Inwa Garba, member representing Yamatu Federal Constituency from Gombe State. Mr. Speaker, this issue is very, very, very serious and very, very disturbing. By the look of things, this issue of kidnapping in our academic institutions is a deliberate attempt by those criminals and their supporters to make education very, very, very inaccessible in majorly the northern part of this country. Mr. Speaker, not only calling on the security agencies is enough on this issue. I want to appeal to our northern governors to call for an emergency meeting with the view to make a very serious strategy that they can sit down with the government in the center, with all the security operatives, to have a strategy that will stop this menace. If not, Mr. Speaker, I'm afraid, very soon, our younger ones will be remaining at home without having formal education. More especially, the female students that those criminals are always targeting because of the sensitivity of our society on the females, more especially the younger ones. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to urge that the leadership should liaise with our governors and all that matters for an emergency meeting so that we can have a comprehensive strategy in order to face this issue. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, honorable colleagues. We'll just take one more contribution on this motion and then we'll put it to vote. Honorable Bapa.
Mr. Speaker, sir, my name is Aliyu Bapa Misau, FCNA. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Bauchi State. Mr. Speaker, sir, this particular incident happened in Chibok some years back till today. Some of these students are yet to be released. Mr. Speaker, sir, it has been done in Kebbi. And this is not the first time in Federal University in Gusau. It is done in Bissau. It is done in Niger. It is done in Katsina. Mr. Speaker, the most vulnerable are the female that are being abducted. Can we reflect that it is either our wives, either our children being kidnapped? Can this house please sit today? We cannot. I am urging the Honorable House to resolve and confirm. It is not a matter of urging. It is a matter of compelling the security operators to do the needful. Mr. Speaker, I heard from the Voice of America and BBC, when the gunshots of the kidnappers, the security operators were nowhere to be found. They will go with the siren and they cannot reach into the bush. The taxpayers' funds are being used to provide facilities for them. If the facilities being provided to them is not adequate, Mr. Speaker, I urge us to provide more funds for this. We'll have to equip them if it is the issue of equipment. If it is the issue of intelligence, we'll have to provide enough resources and material for the security operators to have at least first-hand information of the whereabouts. Mr. Speaker, I am not happy when bandits and some people will have a meeting that they are going to reconcile with the bandits. How on earth do you reconcile with somebody who is killing you, who would not give you the permission to even ride on the road, Mr. Speaker? It is my prayer that immediate intervention of this House need to be done, such that this problem and the reoccurrence of this. Mr. Speaker, I'm not praying. I'm not praying. I had a meeting yesterday, a colleague of us told us even in Abuja, at his own gate, he was attacked. His car was stolen, his laptop. A honorable member, yesterday while we were at the retreat of Park, I was told, I listened to him. So if insecurity will leave the rural areas and come into Abuja, where are we safe? In our Marud, in our matchbox houses? Mr. Speaker, I will want to concur with the presenter of this motion and all my colleagues. Probably I'm speaking the minds of everybody here, especially the women folks who are vulnerable, who are, okay, if they kidnap them, what do they do with them? Are they going to keep them for the money? Sometimes they even get them married to themselves.
Honorable Bopper, I think you have made your point. Please kindly conclude.
I conclude, Mr. Speaker, that the House should resolve and take drastic action against this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think I will just take one more. Just one more, and then we'll put it to question, to vote, sorry. My right, Honorable? From Delta.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. My name is Ben Etana Bene from Okbe, Saple, Uwe Federal Constituency of Delta State. Mr. Speaker, each time this issue of insecurity is discussed, I cry, seriously. And one area is the issue of kidnapping. I have been a victim of kidnapping before, and I know the consequence when you are in the hands of these people. It is not a good thing. Not to talk of little kids and girls, for that matter. If you are a father and you have a girl, child, in the hands of kidnappers, it's going to be a very serious, nightmare. It's like dying every day. So I take it very seriously. But I discovered that we have been discussing the story of kidnapping and not actually looking at solutions, to it. There are many, but I want to contribute, two. One, we should not joke with the issue of state police. It is important. We need state police now than ever, because these state police are people from the same locality. They know each other, they know the kidnappers, they know the criminals in those areas. So state police will do the wonder, and I'm happy that one state, trained about 1,200 local persons, whichever name we give to them, neighborhood watch, local vigilante, moteku, and whatever the case, may be. But state police is important to help solve the problem of insecurity. Again, it's local government autonomy. Local government autonomy will help. We should not dance around the issues. We should give good autonomy to the local government, and the local government chairman is the chief security officer for the local government. The councillor from the various wards is the chief security officer of that ward. They know the criminals. And the
Honorable Akale,
this and many others, Mr.
please,
Speaker, because of time.
Please don't try to disturb there's somebody talking. We are not hearing him very well. Please kindly keep silence, please. Thank you.
Just the last lap, councillors from the various wards, they are from that place. They know each and every corner, of that area. They know the criminals. It's not only peculiar. This kidnapping is not only peculiar in the north. It's just that the press is focusing on the north. It's happening in other places also too. So my contribution is looking at it from these two, strategic, areas to be able to curb it. Mr. Speaker, I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Thank you, Honorable. I think we can put this motion to question, to vote. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to Committee on Legislative Compliance, Defense, Army, Air Force, and Police. Honorable Raji, for not seeing you for quite some time, I'm promoting you today to the position of whip. So you better take the seat of the whip so that I can see you properly and guide the proceedings of this house today. That's your punishment. Honorable colleagues, the first business of the day is the presentation of 31 bills. I now invite the clerk to read the short titles.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, my brother. What is your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, my name is Sada Soli Jibia. Mr. Speaker, I'm coming on Order 12, Rule 1, Sub 2, Sub 3, and Rule 2, Sub 4, on page 71 and 73 of the order book. May I read, Mr. Speaker?
Go ahead.
Order 12, Procedure on Bills. Rule 1-2. Any member who wishes to move a motion for leave to bring in a bill shall give notice to provisions proposed to be embodied in the bill to the clerk, who shall cause them to be published in the official gazette or house journal, and shall send a copy of the first of such issues to every member. Mr. Speaker, this thing has been occurring in this house, and we're losing track on how we can get ourselves together and contribute on bills, because we are not being given the journals nor the gazette of these bills, so we lose track of what is coming before the floor. We have not fulfilled the righteousness of the procedure of presenting bills on this floor. Therefore, members will end up presenting bills, and the bills will lose track because we don't have record of these bills as they should be gazetted or in the House Journal. Rule 3 also reads, on the introduction of a bill, a compendium of background information shall be delivered to all members. If it is an amending bill, an up-to-date consolidation of the act or acts to be amended shall be delivered unless the bill amends an act amended previously in the session. Now, if we go to Rule 2, which is presentation and first reading of bills with regards to bills even coming from the president. Rule 2.4 reads, a printed copy of the bill shall, as soon as possible, be sent to every member. Mr. Speaker, why I'm calling this is we must adhere to the rules of this House so that we can keep track of what we are doing in this House. These bills, we don't have them gazetted. They are not gazetted. We don't have them. So we don't have the idea of what we can contribute during the second readings of this bill. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable colleague. I think what you have mentioned are quite germane, even though because of the peculiarity of this period we are in, some of them things that we are aware but may not be at this material time be able to implement. You have been in the House in 6th Assembly, and I'm sure you can appreciate the difference between the number of bills being sponsored by members during the 6th, 7th, and 8th Assembly. It has changed tremendously this time around, and sometimes coping with the number of bills sponsored and the gazetting and other legal processes that are supposed to be involved are becoming a bit challenging. However, we have taken note, and I know that we have had cause to discuss with the Chairman Rules and Business concerning this, and we have told him that yes, we know we have issues concerning the large volume or number of bills coming up, but as a rule, we will not accept to debate on any bill unless and until all these procedures are complied with. So I want you to know that any bill that is coming for second reading, which does not satisfy these relevant rules, will not be attended to. Thank you for your observation. The first business of the day, which is presentation of 31 bills, I now invite the clerk to read their short titles. Thank you.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, Standards Organization of Nigeria Act Repeal and Enactment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal University of Agriculture and Entrepreneurship, Shaki, Oyo State's Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Chartered Institute of Loan and Risk Management of Nigeria Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal Colleges of Education Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal University of Agriculture, Labun, Niger State Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Nigerian National Volunteer Service Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal Medical Centers Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal Colleges of Education Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act Repeal and Enactment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal Institute of Technology, Ikoba, Oka, Edo State Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Electoral Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal University of Teaching Hospital, Wukari Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Ibile Entrepreneur University Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal University of Oil and Gas Technology, Ubeta, River State Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal Medical Centers Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. National Land Transport Regulatory Authority Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal Medical Centers Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal Colleges of Art Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Agricultural Research Council of Nigeria Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal Polytechnics Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal Medical Centers Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal Medical Centers Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal University of Agriculture, Irawa, Owe, Delta State Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal College of Entrepreneurship and Skill Acquisition, Kano State Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Nigerian Almajiri Trust Fund Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Nigerian Institute of Agriculturists Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. National Institute of Construction Technology and Management, Iteli, Ogun State Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. National Institute for Oil Palm Research, Ijebu.
Honorable Raji, you are not doing your work. Oh. I can hear noises coming from your own side.
National Institute for Oil Research, Oil Palm Research, Ijebu Igbo, Ogun State, Establishment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal Universities of Agriculture Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading. Federal Universities of Technology Act Amendment Bill 2023, first reading.
Well, Blessing, you are dangerously standing next to the DS. It's not good for our health, so please take precaution. Honorable colleagues, the second business of the day is presentation of report of the ad hoc committee on the screening and confirmation of nominees' appointment as chairman and members of the Niger Delta Development Commission Board, standing in the name of Honorable Iriateke Ibori Suenu. Honorable members will recall that the matter was referred to the committee on Tuesday, 10th October 2023. The report is ready for presentation. The Honorable Chair is invited to present the report. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My most distinguished colleagues, I am Honorable Iriateke Ibori Suenu, member representing the great people of Ethiopia East, Ethiopia West, Federal Constituency, Delta State. Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning to move a motion that the House receive the report on the ad hoc committee for screening of the nominees on confirmation for appointment as chairman and members of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC Board. I so move, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Any seconder? Honorable Akala.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I remain Olamijuwonlo Ayodeji Alawakala, representing Nigerians from Ogbomoso North, South, Orire Federal Constituency. To support my honorable chairman in presentation of our report. I hereby second. Thank you so much.
Those in support should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Chair, please proceed to lay your report. The first order of the day is the third reading of the bill for an act to repeal the Fire Service Act Cap F29 laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004 and enact the Federal Fire and Rescue Service Establishment Bill 2023 and for related matters. Standing in the name of House Leader, honorable members will recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Tuesday, 10th October 2023. I therefore call on the Leader of the House to move that the bill be now read the third time.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Distinguished honorable colleagues, I remain Abdullah Ibrahim Halims from Kogi State, and I represent the good people of Ankpa, Omala, Olawamoro, Federal Constituency. I stand to read that bills number 1, 2, 3, 4, bills number 1 and 2, a bill for an act to repeal the Fire Service Act Cap F29, laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and enact the Federal Fire and Rescue Service Establishment Bill 2023, and for related matters, HB 211, be read third time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. DS, can you second, please?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I'm Benjamin Okezie Carlo. I represent the good people of Nigeria, starting from Ben, the Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Abia State. I rise to second the motion ably moved by the Leader of the House. I so second.
Those in support of this motion, that this bill should be read for the third time, should please say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, please can you read the long title of the bill?
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, a bill for an act to repeal the Fire Service Act F29, Laws of the Federation of Nigeria 2004, and enact the Federal Fire and Rescue Service Establishment Bill 2023 and for related matters. Third reading.
Bill read and passed the third time. Thank you. The second order of the day is the third reading of a bill for an act to establish a national center for the coordination and control of the proliferation of small arms and light weapons in Nigeria and for related matters. Standing in the name of the House Leader, honorable members will recall that the House adopted the report of the Committee of the Whole on the bill on Tuesday, 10th October 2023. I therefore call on the Leader of the House to move that the bill be now read the third time.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Distinguished honorable colleagues, I remain Abdullah Ibrahim Halims from Kogi State, representing the good people of Ankpa, Omala Borough Federal Constituency. I stand to read that a bill for an act to establish a National Center for the Coordination and Control of the Proliferation of Small Arms and Light Weapons in Nigeria and for related matters, HB 207, be read third time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The DS, please can you second?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I remain Benjamin Okezekal. I represent the people of Nigeria, starting from Ben, the Federal Constituency. I rise to second the motion ably moved by the Leader of the House. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this bill be read for the third time should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, please proceed and read the long title of the bill.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, a bill for an act to establish National Center for the Coordination and Control of the Proliferation of Small Arms and Light Weapons in Nigeria and for related matters. Third reading.
Bill read for the third time and passed. The third order of the day is a commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to establish Federal Capital Territory Education Resources Center, charged with the responsibility to, among other things, plan and implement curriculum measures and evaluate students and other applicants for placement into schools under the administration of the Federal Capital Territory and for related matters. Standing in the names of Honorable Benjamin Okezekalu and 6 other honorable members. Honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Wednesday, 5th July 2023. I now invite Honorable Kalu to move that the bill be now read for a second time.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues. Mr. Speaker, the bill, I supposed to move for the bill to be read the second time, but listening to your ruling a few minutes ago on the intervention of our honorable colleagues, Sada Soli, who raised the issue of distribution of the bill, I noticed that what was distributed was the debate on the bill. I'm not sure members got a copy of the bill itself. And unless with your permission, if not so, I wish to step it down so that by tomorrow we'll do proper distribution in compliance with the ruling of the chair so that others also can learn from that, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, DS. This motion or bill is stepped down by the leave of the House. Fourth order of the day is commencement of debate on the general principles of a bill for an act to provide for establishment of the Nigerian Authors Trust Fund to provide financial aid to authors and aspiring authors in Nigeria and for related matters. Standing in the name of Honorable Pascal Abodike, honorable members will recall that the bill was read the first time on Wednesday, 5th July 2023. I now invite Honorable Abodike to move that the bill be now read a second time. But what I want to find out in view of what the DS has just mentioned and the point of order raised by Honorable Have we gazetted this particular bill? We have not done that. And no compendium. So are we likely going to get them ready by tomorrow for us to represent these same bills? Okay. Okay. So I think in view of this, honorable colleagues, I will seek your indulgence to step down all bills that are for second reading until the next legislative date to enable rules and business to do the needful. Thank you. The fifth order of the day is a motion on construction of water treatment plants in Ampa local government area of Kogi State, standing in the name of Honorable Halims Abdullah Ibrahim. Honorable Halims is hereby invited to move the motion.
Distinguished honorable colleagues, I remain Honorable Abdullah Ibrahim Ali Halims. I am from Kogi State and I represent the good people of Ankpa, Omala, Olamboro Federal Constituency. I rise this afternoon to move this very important motion on the need to construct a water treatment plant in Ankpa local government area of Kogi State. The House notes that Ankpa local government area, out of 23, Ankpa local government area, out of 23 local government areas in Kogi State, is the second most populated with a projected population of about 359,300 people. The House also notes that Ankpa and its communities are in urgent need of basic amenities and infrastructure to meet the needs of their population. Aware that the Mabulo River is the sole source of water for Ankpa Township and its surrounding areas, with a 70s military constructed treatment plant that has been completely destroyed. Concerned that the collapse of Ankpa water supply led to residents constructing boreholes as an alternative, but was unsuccessful due to the area's geological conditions, thus leaving residents to use the polluted Mabulo River in Ogaji for self-sufficiency, despite the high risk of waterborne diseases. Disturbed that the high demand for water in the area has led to the proliferation of boreholes which dry up after a year or so. Cognizant of the need for the construction of a water treatment plant from the Mabulo River to address the perennial water scarcity in Ankpa and eradicate waterborne diseases. The House do resolve to urge the Federal Ministry of Water Resources to ensure adequate funding for the construction of a comprehensive water treatment plant and reticulation of same from the water treatment plant to Ankpa and its surrounding communities. And 2, mandate the committees on water resources and appropriation to include the construction of a water treatment plant in Ankpa local government area of Kogi State in the 2024 budget estimates. I so moved. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues.
Thank you. Any seconder? Since the commencement of plenary today, I have not seen any strong woman raising her hand to either contribute or second, so I will use my veto power to recognize Honorable Kafilat to second this motion, so that I will not be seen as if we are not gender friendly.
Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues. I rise for and on behalf of the people of Koshofe Federal Constituency to second the motion. I so second. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Kauje, please take your seat. Take your seat, please. Honorable
Those in
Kauje.
support of this motion should say aye.
Honorable Kauje.
Those against should say nay.
Go back to your seat.
The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Water Resources and Appropriation. The sixth order of the day is a motion on reopening of Maigatari, Kongalam, and Ilela borders, standing in the name of Honorable Aliyu Sani Madaki. Honorable Ali Madaki is hereby invited to move the motion.
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, my name is Ali Usani Madaki, and I represent the people of the Ala Federal Constituency of Kano State. The motion reads, need to reopen the Maigatari, Kongalam, and Ilela borders. The House note that border towns of Maigatari in Jigawa State, Kongalam in Katsina State, and Ilela in Sokoto State are known for their large market, where heavy commercial activities and international trade takes place between Nigeria and people of Niger, Mali, Chad, Cameroon, as well as citizens from all over West Africa and Central Africa. Aware that the Nigerian government closed its border with the Republic of Niger as a result of economic sanctions on the Niger military junta by the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, which has resulted in the death of economic activities in the various border towns. Concerned that as a result of these sanctions, i.e. border closure, there have been great reduction in movement across these communities, as well as reduction in socio-economic activities and across border trade, which is the lifeblood of the local economy, especially in Kano, which is the center of commerce in northern Nigeria. The reduction in economic activities in this border town as a result of closure of the borders has caused and is still causing indescribable hardship to the common citizens who depend on it. Also concerned that the resultant hardship from the border closure has led to
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
smuggling and other criminal
Point of order, Mr.
activities
Speaker.
as increasing number of the youth in the affected communities who were either
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Point of order, Mr. Speaker, please.
gainfully
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
who were hitherto gainfully
Mr.
employed
Speaker.
are getting involved in crime, some of which are being lured into joining terrorist groups and gangs, which has heightened the insecurity in the region and the country as a whole.
Point of order, Mr.
That
Speaker.
the closure of these borders, if not reversed,
Hello?
will
Did you say you have a point of order?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, the leader is not reading from the motion from the other paper, Mr. Speaker.
Hello?
Privilege, my privilege, sir.
Okay, what are you talking about?
He's not reading from the other paper, sir.
It's not?
Reading from the other paper.
Oh.
Where's the other what, Mr. Speaker? Order what?
Honorable Ali Madaki, you have already given in writing on notice
Yes.
what you want to say. Why are you digressing from that?
I have complained to the clerk.
Well, it has not been brought to our notice. I'm not aware.
Prayers are the same. The prayers.
Okay. Well, I think procedurally it is wrong, but since it is something that has been notified or communicated with the clerk, we will allow you to continue. But please, next time, honorable colleagues, we should endeavor to make sure that whatever we are reading complies with our extant rules. We shouldn't digress from what is on the notice paper. But please, honorable colleagues, permit me to allow him to read what he has, since the prayers are essentially the same. Thank you very much.
Mr. Speaker, sir.
Yes, DS.
In line with your ruling, he will continue. But it's also important, Mr. Speaker, that the secretariats get to know, because we are getting complaints that when they submit their motion on notice, what comes out is not exactly what they submitted to the secretariat. The leader just mentioned to me now he was struggling with this. So I would suggest, if the secretariat want to make any amendment, they should bring it to the attention of those who have sponsored the motion, so that what they have as the original manuscript will tally with what is produced, so that when they start presenting, what they are going to be using will be that which have been printed, not their manuscript. But I'm seeing manuscripts, they are reading from manuscripts, and what is printed is deceiving the members because it's different. I just wanted to add that, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, DS. I think you have raised a very valid issue, and I think what we need to do, Chair Rules and Business, is please, just like the way you send a message to members who have bill for second reading to prepare, try as much as possible to also ensure that those who are also going to move motions on notice, you send a draft of what you are going to, or what you have already prepared in advance for them to read. And members should also endeavor, before their motion is raised on the day, they should go through and see if there are any deviations on what they have given, so that we can be able to correct it in good time before you are asked to actually speak on that. I think with that, okay, if you need to say anything in defense of what we have discussed, please go ahead.
Not really in defense, Mr. Speaker, but just an appeal to my colleagues to be concise. For instance, yesterday we had a motion that was 4 pages. There's no way we can put 4 pages on the other paper. So we want to appeal to members to be concise. And when we publish the other paper on the platform, they should go through it before sitting, please. That's the only appeal I'll make to members. But I've taken your advice, Mr. Speaker. Whatever correction we make, we'll bring their personal attention to it, sir. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. I think I even forgot that we used to send these motions on notice days ahead. So please, honorable colleagues, if there are observations or deviations from what you have submitted, you have ample opportunity to do so before the effective date. So with that, I think we'll put to rest this particular issue. I will invite Honorable Almadaki to continue with his presentation.
Mr. Speaker, I will go to the last portion, the prayer. Resolve to urge the federal government to open the Megatari, Meadua, Kongulam, and Ilela borders, respectively. Mandate the Committee on Custom and Exercise to ensure implementation and report back to the House within 2 weeks. I so submit, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, honorable colleague. Any seconder?
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Alema.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues. I'm Abubakar Maki Eleman. I'm from Jigawa State. I represent Madam Dori Kaugama Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I stand to second the motion heavily moved by my senior colleague. I so second, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, honorable colleagues. I put the question.
Amendment.
Amendment?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, Major, let me start with you.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I remain Major Rabiu Garba Kamba, retired, a member representing Arewa Dandi Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Kebbi State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to move for amendment on prayer 1 to include Kamba in Kebbi State, which is a major border that borders both Republic of Benin and Republic of Niger. So, Mr. Speaker, the prayer one should read.
Honorable, please be concise. You are amending a prayer, so just go straight to how you want the amendment to be, please.
Insert Kebbi State with Kamba border among those borders to be reopened. So moved, Mr. Speaker.
Can you repeat the amendment so the members will hear whether it is good enough or not?
Urge the federal government to reopen my Gatari, my Adwa, Kwangwalam, Elela, and Kamba borders, respectively.
Okay, so you have heard the amendment. Any seconder? There is somebody who has been away from this country for quite a long time. I don't know whether for official. Let us make him up to date and recognize his face, which we have not seen for quite some time. He knows himself, so he should just stand up and second without me disclosing his name.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My respected colleagues, my name is Honorable Bello Kaoje. I represent the people of Bagudo and Suru Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Kebbi State. Mr. Speaker, I was compelled to stand out and second this amendment. But actually, it's not an amendment that I wanted to second. Why, Mr. Speaker, those respective borders, I believe they were under ECOWAS sanction. So, but since I was compelled...
No. If you are not in support of the amendment, we can excuse you.
Hey, Mr. Speaker, excuse me because what happened in Niger, I'm not in support of that. So actually, I am behind the sanction of the ECOWAS.
Okay, thank you. So any seconder to this amendment? Right, Honorable, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Mansour Musa, representing Aleru, Gondu, Jega, Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Kebbi State. I rise to second the amendments, the motion, the amendments, I so second. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay.
Mr.
The ayes
Speaker,
have it.
Point of, Mr. Speaker, amendment. Further amendment, Mr. Speaker.
To the same prayer one?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, the amendment here is, my amendment is the sanction should be lifted after the lifting of ECOWAS sanction. The border should be opened when the ECOWAS countries maybe lift the sanction between the other countries and Niger Republic.
Can you repeat what you have said so that members would understand how your own amendments will affect the amended prayer?
Mr. Speaker, the opening on my amendment here is the opening of those respective borders should come after the ECOWAS has lifted the sanction.
So that is your revised amendment?
Yes.
Any seconder to this revised amendment of prayer one? Pastor, please go ahead.
Thank you very much, the People's Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues. My name is Pastor Honorable Ojema Ojotu. I'm representing good people of Apagatu Federal Constituency of Benue State. I rise this afternoon to second the amendment beautifully made by my able colleagues that we should rather take a position that will make the entire world to know that we are not in support of what is happening in Niger Republic as a lawmaker that democratically elected. I so second, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much.
Those in support of this revised amended prayer, one should say aye. Those against should say nay. The nays have it. Any more amendment to this motion?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Isiaka.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. My name is Boyega Isiaka, representing the people of Yewa North, Imekwa for Federal Constituency. Mine is just a brief comment, Mr. Speaker. And the comment is that while I appreciate the feeling of the proposer of this motion, because I'm also from a border town, and I appreciate the enormous challenges being faced by people in the border town. But here is an issue that is bigger than, that is a bit bigger than that. It has to do with democracy and democratic tenets. And that is the whole essence of this. I appreciate this because...
So please, are you going to amend any of the prayers? Because we have gone beyond debates of the motion.
Mine is just a little debate that we should exercise some patience.
If you are not in support of the motion, when we are putting the question, you can be able to hear your opinion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
At this level, we are only talking about prayers.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
If you have any additional prayer to put or amending the prayer that has been put, you have the liberty to do so.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Any more amendment? There is one man from Kazina that is from a porous border town. I think I saw his hand be raised. Let me recognize him. If you are from Kazina and you are in a border town.
I'm from Kazina, Mr. Speaker. I'm Zaria. I have dual nationality, sir. So I'm a mini Jomo representing the Oral Central Adwa Federal Constituency. Sir, I'm totally in support of this motion because of the hardship being encountered by our people around the border. This is my constituency. Then the Adwa is one of my constituencies. Mr. Speaker, the harassment that people...
Are you amending a prayer?
Yes.
Please let us avoid talking. When we are at this level, you are expected to either propose an additional prayer or amend an existing prayer.
Yes, sir, my additional prayer is to include the customs to stop harassing innocent businessmen across the border because there are,
please craft it well so that it can flow. You are talking about prayer here, so please craft your prayer
to amend the
carefully.
prayer to include the custom to stop unnecessary harassment of the business people around the area.
Okay, any seconder?
As prayer 3.
Any seconder to this amendment? Right, Honorable, please go ahead. Are you seconding this additional prayer? Any seconder? Honorable Musa Ago, please go ahead.
Thank you, our dear and respected Speaker, my very dear colleagues. I remain Honorable Avia Musaga. I represent Basa Josno Federal Constituency. I rise to support the amendments ably proposed by my colleague. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Well, Honorable, my attention has been raised, even though it's still the same thing. The chairman, Rules and Business, feels that your amendment does not flow along with the subject matter. The inclusion of custom as part of the committees that we are praying does not flow. But you know, of course, if you prevail on that prayer, we are going to put the question, and it will be up to members to decide whether or not what you are asking for is okay. So do you want us to put the question, or do you want to withdraw your prayer?
Sir, because the customs are involved in this.
Pardon?
The customs are involved in the, now as a member representing that constituency, sir. Customs on market days, especially this Meadua days, on Sundays.
So you want your prayer to be sustained, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we put the question, please. Those in support of this motion, this additional prayer, should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it.
Mr. Speaker.
So we put the question.
Mr. Speaker.
Additional? So we'll take only one, please, because of time constraints.
It's not a straightforward vote. It's not a straightforward
Let us
vote, Mr.
recognize somebody that has not spoken earlier. Honorable Speaker, earlier, please allow
Mr.
others
Speaker.
to speak.
Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Chair, please can you go ahead?
Hello, Mr. Speaker. The last amendment for today.
Can you put off your microphone?
Off your microphone.
Honorable, please put your microphone off. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Mudashiru Lukman, representing the good people of Iwo Ayedire Olaluwa Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Osho State. My amendment, sir, I will say that we don't need to limit this opening of the borders to the northern region alone, because there are some other part of the southern region that the border.
Please avoid, since you are amending a prayer, please can you go straight and propose the amendment?
The amendment is that they should extend the opening of the prayer to every other part of the every other borders across the country. Thank you, sir. Yeah?
Just a minute, buddy. Amendment should say aye. Sorry, we need a seconder, right? Any seconder to this proposal? Yes, Honorable, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Distinguished Honorable colleague, I am Honorable Murphy Osara Omoruyi, representing the very vibrant and amiable people of Ego Ikubaka Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, from Benin City, Edo State, in the South-South region of Nigeria, Mr. Speaker, I rise to support the amendment ably moved by my able colleague. Mr. Speaker, I so support.
Thank you. Let's put it to vote. Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. I'll put it again. I don't know whether the ayes did not outweigh the nays. So I put the question again. Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The nays have it. So we put the question, those in support of this motion as amended should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to Committee on Custom and Exercise. The seventh order of the day is a motion on investigation of alleged mismanagement of COVID-19 intervention funds from 2020 to 2022, standing in the name of Honorable Nyampa Dauda Zakaria. Honorable Zakaria is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm Dauda Zakaria Nyampa, member representing all the people of Madagali, Michika Federal Constituency. I'm from Adamawa State. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I rise to move this very important motion on the need to investigate the alleged mismanagement of COVID-19 intervention funds from 2020 to 2022. Mr. Speaker, aware that COVID-19 broke out as a major pandemic in 2019, affecting families, businesses, and economy of the nation.
Order, honorable colleagues, order.
Mindful that
Members should please keep the eye clear, please.
mindful that the federal government of Nigeria initiated
Honorable Oleoke.
several measures, including
Honorable Oleoke, please
take
can
your
you
seat.
find your seat? Please leave Honorable Jimmy Benson alone. Please, I beg you.
mindful that the federal government of Nigeria initiated several measures, including budgetary provision as well as funding from international
Honorable Wale, somebody is saying that you are improperly dressed. Can you stand up so that people will assess you?
Mindful that the federal government of Nigeria initiated several measures, including budgetary provision as well as funding from international donor agencies to combat COVID-19 pandemic on the citizen. Concerned that lack of proper accountability of funds allocated for COVID-19 intervention by the federal government and global donor agency could partially lead to negative economy rating and loss of opportunities for Nigerians. Resolve, mandate the Public Account Committee to investigate the expenditure of funds appropriated or disbursed as COVID-19 intervention to ministries, departments, agencies of federal government from 2020 to 2022 and report back within 4 weeks for further legislative
Honorable
action.
Kuye, you should please return to your seat. Honorable Kuye, please, you should
Honorable, please, second.
Honorable Kuye, please return to your seat. Don't distract the speaker.
Whip has not recognized you. We better go and beg him more. He is in charge.
Thank you,
No, I didn't hear him. So the DS has overruled you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Right honorable colleagues, I'm Dacho Musa Bagos, representing the good, great people of Jos South, Jos East Federal Constituency. I rise to second the motion as moved by Honorable Zacharias.
Thank you. Honorable Jaha.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. Ameja Hababao is my name. I represent Chibok, Dambua, and Goza Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, on record, including the remaining not yet recovered 87 Chibok girls. Mr. Speaker, let me commend the mover of this motion for bringing in this motion, despite it's relatively late. Mr. Speaker, if you look at the amount, honorable colleagues, involved in fighting the COVID-19 pandemic in Nigeria, can construct a standard specialist hospital in every constituency of 360 honorable members. What I'm trying to say in a nutshell, if 500 million naira will be allocated to each constituency, is going to be a proud project for each and every member. Mr. Speaker, it may interest you to know that the whole world is watching us and Nigerians are watching us. As part of the pandemic interventions, they went even to the extent of constructing roads that has nothing to do with human life. It has nothing to do with provision of healthcare facility or services. So, Mr. Speaker, I commend this motion, and it should be handled with absolute seriously and commitment for Nigerians to know that we are on the same page with them. Your Excellency, honorable colleagues, you may equally record that as part of the pandemic, this House was accused at certain time in the 9th Assembly that we were given money to go and give our constituents, which, as a member of the 9th Assembly, our colleagues from the 9th Assembly can testify to that. No penny was given to any honorable member to go and share as palliative as a result of COVID-19 intervention in our various 360 constituencies in 9th Assembly. So, Mr. Speaker, that is my take as far as the motion is concerned, and I urge our colleague to come out in mass and support this motion and give it its actual are deserving support. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Honorable Jah, and I'm particularly delighted that the Chairman of Public Accounts is also present. And this is a good omen. Abi? My chair. Right Honorable, please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, my name is Honorable Chris Nkwanta, and I represent the good people of Okwa East and West Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Abia State. Mr. Speaker, given the seriousness of this motion, I want to amend the only prayer in this motion to include the Committee on Financial Crimes. I so amend. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable, for your contribution. I do not think that there is any amendment to the prayer, so we can go ahead and put the question, right? Those in support of this motion should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. Amendment? Oh, is it an amendment you made? Well, honorable colleagues, you can see sometimes why when we say members should not be coming to, we lose the floor. So please, can you repeat if it is an amendment or you propose? Let us know so that we can put it to question.
It is an amendment.
It's an amendment
to the only prayer, which is to include the committee.
Okay, to include financial crimes among committees.
That's correct, Mr. Speaker.
Okay.
Amend.
Well, any seconder to this amendment?
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
My right honorable, please go ahead. Go ahead. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Honorable Emeka Chinedu. I represent the good people of Ayazun Bisesi, the federal constituency. I rise to second the motion, ably moved by my colleague. I so second.
Thank you. Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. Nay. The nays have it. Any more amendment? So we go ahead and put the question. We go ahead and put the question. Please, let's be orderly, please. Honorable Ibrahim Al-Mustafa, you are distracting us. Please, can you find your seat? So please, honorable colleagues, let's put the question. Those in support of this motion as amended should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Public Accounts. The eighth order of the day is a motion on the abandonment of the Kaduna Eastern Bypass Project. Standing in the name of Honorable Hussein Mohammed Jallo, Honorable Mohammed Jallo is hereby advised to move the motion.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I'm Hussein Mohammed Jallo, representing Igabi Federal Constituency of Kaduna State. My motion is the abandonment of Kaduna Eastern Bypass Project. The House notes that the proposed Kaduna Eastern Bypass Project is expected to be a massive of
Right, honorables, please kindly sit down. I could see Deputy Chairman Walk standing. Please find your seats. Please allow the honorable member to raise his motion. Thank you.
The House notes that the proposed Kaduna Eastern Bypass Project is expected to be a massive 48 kilometers stretch of road that connects the Kaduna metropolis with Federal Capital Territory and about 11 other states in the country. Also note that the contract for the construction of the road was initially awarded in 2002.
Honorable Bagos.
To an indigenous farm at the cost of
Honorable
16
Bagos,
billion
please take your seat.
naira, but was later abandoned until 2017 when the federal government upscaled the cost to 38.19 billion. and set the deadline for the completion in 2021. Aware that in 2019, the Federal Executive Council considered and approved an augmentation increase the contract with a sum of 36.459 billion, thus bringing the total cost of the project to 74.649 billion. Also aware that the train...
Honorable Wale, are you the same person I saw moving out? Because I'm seeing a different person now. The same person? You are most welcome.
Also aware that after the train attack of March 2022, the contractor suspended the work on the first section of the road, citing security concerns. Concerned that despite the huge fund dedicated to the construction of the road and the obvious improvement of the security in the area, the project remains abandoned till date. Cognizant that the road infrastructure is critical to the development and prosperity of the people and the country as a whole, the House resolved to urge the Federal Ministry of Works to ensure completion of the Kaduna Eastern Bypass project. 2, mandate the Committee on Works to investigate the release and utilization of the funds approved for the construction of Kaduna Eastern Bypass from 2017 to date, and to ensure that all factors frustrating the completion of the project are resolved and project is completed within the shortest time and report back within 6 weeks for further legislative action. I so move. Thank you.
Is any seconder? Honorable Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my distinguished colleagues. I rise to second this very important motion ably moved by my colleague.
This is an infrastructure-related motion, so there will be no need for any debate. I will just go straight away and put the question. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Works. The 9th order of the day is a motion on call on the National Health Insurance Authority to cover vulnerable Nigerians. Standing in the name of Honorable Bashiru Ayila Dawodu, Honorable Dawodu is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I am Honorable Dr. Bashiru Ayila Dawodu. I represent the people of Oshodi Solo, Constituency 1. Colleagues, I'm from Lagos State. I rise today to raise this very important motion. This motion is to call on the National Health Insurance Authority to cover vulnerable Nigerians. The House notes that social economic development is not achievable without access to quality and affordable health care. Also notes that the World Health Assembly in 2005 adopted universal health coverage as part of the SDG Agenda 2030. Aware that after 23 years, only 5 million Nigerians have enrolled in the
Honorable Patrick, please pay attention.
Aware that after 23 years, only 5 million Nigerians have enrolled in the National Health Insurance Scheme, while over 70% pay out of pocket for health care. Worried that over 83 million vulnerable population comprising pregnant women, children, under 5 persons, and persons with special needs, and the elderly are most affected. Thus, Nigeria is unable to meet the targets of universal coverage, thus increasing the rate of out-of-pocket health expenditure. Cognizant that the healthcare crisis cannot be resolved without universal health coverage, which cannot be achieved without meeting the target of the National Health Insurance. Regrets that the National Health Insurance Authority Act of 2022 mandates health insurance for all citizens and legal residents, which has failed. Concerned that in 2022, NNPC spent 4 trillion on fuel subsidy and 3.6 trillion in 6 months of 2023. Also concerned that it costs about 5 billion to cover 5 million persons annually at the rate of 15,000 per person. The House resolves to urge the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to allocate part of the fuel subsidy removal savings to the Vulnerable Health Fund. Also urge the National Health Insurance Authority to ensure implementation and monitoring. 3, also mandates the Committee on Health Institutions and Finance to ensure compliance. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to speak on behalf of the 85 million vulnerable Nigerians and the 30 million persons with disability.
Thank you. Right Honorable, please. Can you second?
The Right Honorable Speaker. My name is Honorable Kelechi Nwogu. Right Honorable Speaker, I'm from Rivers State, the treasure base of the nation. I represent the people of Echie Omoma Federal Constituency. I hereby second the motion moved by my colleague. I so second.
Can we put the question? Those in support of this motion should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to Committee on Healthcare Services and Finance. The 10th order of the day is a motion on alleged intimidation, assault, and trespass by the Nigerian Army, Ipe Barracks regarding land tussle with Iraye, Oke community in Ipe Federal Constituency of Lagos State, standing in the name of Honorable Wale Raji. Honorable Wale Raji is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Wale Raji. I represent the good people of a Federal constituency in Lagos State. I stand to move the motion on alleged intimidation, assault, and trespass by the Nigerian Army Epe Barracks regarding the land tussle between Iraye Oke community in the Federal constituency of Lagos State. The House notes that a petition against the Nigerian Army Epe Barracks by the Iraye Oke community over acts of intimidation, assault, and trespass of 329.588 hectares of land was presented before the House on October 4th, 2023 for investigation and resolution. Concerned that since the petition, soldiers from Epe Barracks have embarked on forceful acquisition of the people's houses, lands, and fishing ponds by extending the fence of the army barracks to cover this property and stationing armed soldiers at the perimeters, thus denying the owners access to their property. Also concerned that the people now live in constant fear of attack from the Nigerian army, as many of them have fled their homes and farmlands, which is their major source of livelihood. Worried that if the Nigerian army is not prevented from carrying out further acts of intimidation, harassment, and acquisition of Iraye Oke communal land pending the resolution of the petition before the House, the people may suffer irreparable damages. Resolves to urge the Chief of Army Staff to order the men of the Nigerian Army, especially those at the Epe Barracks, to refrain from further acts of harassment, intimidation, and acquisition of Iraye Oke communal land pending the resolution of the land dispute by the House of Representatives. 2, mandate.
Hi, Chief. Can you please take your seat?
Mandate
and
the committee.
Honorable Abubakar as well.
2, mandate the Committee on Army to ensure compliance. Mr. Speaker, I so move. Thank you.
Any seconder? Honorable Abaruna, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, distinguished colleagues. I am Bello Isa Ambarura, member representing the good people of Gwadabao and Elela Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I am from Sokoto State. Mr. Speaker, I rise up to second the motion ably moved by my friend, Honorable Tahsil Oluwale Raji from Lagos State. I so second, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Amendment. Honorable colleagues.
Amendment.
Amendment?
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, fellow colleagues, my name is Honorable Engineer Dominic Okafo. I represent Nigeria starting from Agota Federal Constituency in Anambra State. Mr. Speaker, my amendment is on prayer 2. Since this issue has been presented as a petition, I hereby amend that prayer 2 should be mandate the Committee on Army to liaise with the Committee on Public Petitions to ensure compliance. I hereby move for this amendment. Thank you.
Are you saying public petition or public compliance? Legislative compliance, sorry. Public petition, is that the one you are saying?
Yes, public petition, yes.
There was a petition earlier?
Exactly, it has been presented as a petition.
Okay. So, honorable colleagues, that's the amendment proposed. Any seconder? Yes, honorable, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Abdul Ghani Adile Ariba is my name. I represent the very good people of Alimosho Federal Constituency. The largest.
Usman Banye, please, can you find your seat? Please sit down.
The largest local government in Lagos State and Anambra Extension, Nigeria. I rise to second the amendment able by my colleague. I so second. Thank you.
Honorable colleagues, those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Any more amendment to the prayer so we can go ahead and put the question? Those in support of this motion as amended should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee of NIMI. A is a motion on implementation of integrated and sustainable urban development and physical planning across the states of the Federation. Standing in the name of Honorable Philip Abese. Honorable Abese is hereby invited to move the motion.
Your Excellency, honorable colleagues, my name is Solomon Wombo, representing Kasnala Okum Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, Chief Philip Agbese is unavoidably absent. As we speak now, he is at the appeal court, and he has requested that I take this memo for him. I seek your approval, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, to take the memo on his behalf if it is so permitted. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
I do not think that our laws permits that unless if you are a co-sponsor to the motion. That's the only ground that you have to actually represent another. But if you are not, we can step this motion and allow him to take it in, at another legislative date.
As the Speaker pleases.
So, honorable colleagues, this motion is stepped down by the leave of the House. Thank you. The 12th order of the day is a motion on growing insecurity in Alero, Gwandru, and Jega Federal Constituency of Kebbi State, standing in the name of Honorable Mansour Musa. Honorable Mansour Musa is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues. Growing insecurity in Aleru, Gondo, and Jega Federal Constituency of Kebbi State. My name is Honorable Mansour Musa, representing the good people of Aleru, Gondo, Jega Federal Constituency from Kebbi State. The House knows that the security of lives and properties is a primary responsibility of the government. Concerns about the growing insecurity in Aleru, Gondo, and Jega Federal Constituency of Kebbi State, which includes kidnapping, cattle rustling, and unorganized crime, among others. Also concerned that the situation has created tension, fear, and prejudice in the minds of the people, as uncountable number of them have fled their homes for fear of being attacked, leaving their means of livelihood, worried that the incessant attack on the people, especially on the roads, have adversely affected socio-economic activities in the area, making the movement of goods and services to the market difficult. The House resolved: mandate the Committee on National Security to ensure compliance of various security outfits in securing the lives and properties of my constituency. 2, mandates the Inspector General of Police to create a counter-terrorism unit in Jega within the federal constituency. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I so move.
Thank you, Honorable. Any seconder? Honorable Ajilo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My dear colleagues, my name is Umar Ajilo, member representing a very good people of Makarfi Kudan Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, I am from Kaduna State, and I rise today to second the motions ably moved by my good friend and brother, Aso Second.
Thank you. This is a straightforward motion, so I think we can just go ahead and put the question. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committees on Army, Police Affairs, and National Security. The 13th order of the day is a motion on investigation of the non-remittance of 3% annual operational expenditure to oil and gas producing host communities, standing in the name of Honorable Victor Obuzo. Honorable Obuzo is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity to speak to the House. My motion is on the non-remittance of 3% annual operational expenditure to oil and gas producing communities by the IOCs. So the House notes that Section 240 of the Petroleum Industry Act, the PIA, stipulates that oil and gas companies should remit 3% of their annual operational expenditure to oil and gas producing host communities via the Host Communities Development Trust Fund. The House also notes that the main objective is to foster sustainable prosperity within host communities, provide direct social and economic benefits, and enhance harmonious coexistence. The House is concerned that 2 years after the coming into effect of the Petroleum Industry Act, oil-producing companies have deliberately refused to make the necessary remittances as mandated by the PIA. Thus,
sparking agitations within the host communities as they are feeling shortchanged. The House is aware that the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission, which is mandated to facilitate speedy implementation of the 3% OPEX, has awarded a penalty of $1.8 million to the defaulting oil companies, which is to be paid at the rate of, Mr. Speaker, permit me to note a correction. It's not 52,500 naira, it is $2,500 per day, as stipulated by the Petroleum Industry Act. Mr. Speaker, permit me to say that NUPRC held a conference and gave a deadline of the 30th of September, which they have defaulted. Mr. Speaker, the House resolves to urge the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority to revoke the licenses of defaulting IOCs for violation of extant laws and protocols of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, Clean Development Mechanisms, and Greenhouse Gas. Mr. Speaker, we urge the House to also mandate the Committee on Host Communities, Petroleum Resources Downstream, and Petroleum Resources Midstream to investigate the non-remittance of 3% of their annual operational expenditure to the Host Community Development Trust Fund by the international oil companies, and report back within 6 weeks for further legislative action. Mr. Speaker, this is a very sensitive matter, as disrupting oil production activities will reduce the outlook we have now, which is positive on our economy. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Amendment.
So I don't know who to recognize. Two leaders have raised their hands, and they are the ones in the lines of privilege to be recognized. So which among should I recognize first? Honorable George.
Amendment.
You want to amend?
Yes, okay. They have not.
We have not seconded. First, let's second, and then we can go for amendments. Honorable Salami, please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Bamidele Salam, at the north, at the south, Egbedore, Jigbo Federal Constituency of Osun State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion that is ably moved by my colleague, Honorable Victor Obuzo. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Raji.
Mr. Speaker, my name is Wale Raji. I represent the Federal Constituency of Lagos State. My amendment is to move that prayer 1 be deleted because it contradicts prayer 2. Prayer 1 is talking about application of sanction, and I believe that investigation should be conducted before applying sanction. It is the outcome of the investigation that will determine the necessary action to take. So consequently, I move that prayer 1 of the motion be deleted. Thank you.
Any seconder to this deletion of prayer 1? Honorable, please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues, my name is Honorable Kale Jaya Deboye Paul. I represent the good people of Ajiromi Felodun Federal Constituency, the mini Nigeria. I'm from Lagos State, the state of aquatic splendor. I rise to second the amendment as ably moved by Honorable Raji. I so second. Thank you, sir.
Okay, please, those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Any comment or amendment? Or Musari Soli?
Mr. Speaker, my name is Sada Soli, representing Jibia Kaita Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I come from Kaduna State. Mr. Speaker, I want to contribute on this very important motion because of the history of this legislation. Mr. Speaker, I'm surprised if the Commission cannot take advantage of this legislation and invoke Section 235 of the Act, if I could remember vividly. Mr. Speaker, what is going on with this country that this is a legislation that will bring peace and tranquility and development to a section of this country that contributes to the greater part of the development of this country, that this 3%, these settlers and operators in the oil and gas industry cannot remit this money after 2 years of the operation of this act. Because this act said after 2 years, they must begin to remit. I could remember in September, early September, the Commission gave an instruction that at the end of September, any operator in the oil industry, in the oil and gas, that's the settlers and the operators, if they do not remit, they will revoke their license. And yet here, the National Assembly, the House of Representatives in particular, is urging them to do their job. I think something is wrong, Mr. Speaker. Why should the National Assembly even express an opinion for a government agency that was created by law to do its job? Something must be wrong somewhere. Why is it the two important innovation of the PIA is the Frontier and the Host Community Development Trust Fund? We can see the advantage of the Frontier Fund. We can see what the discovery in Bauchi. We can see now the discovery in Nasarawa. It's all because the money was generated, the 30% profit oil and the 30% profit gas. What is the problem that this 3%, these operators cannot remit it? Mr. Speaker, I don't think we should even appeal to them to do their job. I think they should be sanctioned. The President should look into this matter and get these people to do their job. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable. Relevant committees, take note of this advice. We need sometimes to be using the stick rather than the carrot. So if some of these agencies are not doing the needful, it is our responsibility to bring them into line. So please take note of these recommendations and see how we can forge forward. Any more amendments? Please go ahead, sir.
Mr. Speaker, my name is Honorable Chris Nkwanta, and I represent the good people of Okwa East and Okwa West, where incidentally the issue also is impacting. Mr. Speaker, I want to make amendment on prayer number 2. There is a conspicuous absence of a committee on climate change. I want to amend that the committee on climate change should be included to read committees on host communities, petroleum downstream, and that of climate change. I so amend.
Thank you, my brother. So the chairman, Committee on Climate Change, is suggesting an addition of a Committee on Climate Change among the committees that should do this investigation. Any seconder? Any seconder? Any seconder? Chair. Honorable Jimmy Benson, you are not going to second this? So, Chair, you have no seconder, so what do we do now? So, we're going to withdraw this amendment, Abi? Since you have no seconder, it cannot go further. Pardon? So please get up and second it.
Mr. Speaker, the distinguished colleagues, my name is Honorable Femi Ogubanwo I represent Ijebu Ode Odogbolu, Ijebu Northeast Federal Constituency of Ogun State. I do second the amendment made by my honorable colleague that the chairman of climate committee should be included. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Those who are in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. Are you sure? Let me repeat it again. It appears as if the ayes are more than the nays. So I will repeat the question. Those in support of this motion, this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The nays have it.
Amendment.
More amendments?
Amendment.
Okay, Honorable George.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable George Ibezimako Zodinobi. I'm from Njikoka Nocha, Dunukofia Federal Constituency. My amendment is community. So, sorry, the Committee on Gas Resources, I'm pleading that it should be added in this part of the,
Honorable
part
colleagues.
of the investigation. I saw.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Any seconder to this? Honorable Ali Madaki.
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, Aliyu Sani Madaki is my name, and I stand to strongly support the amendment as proposed by the Deputy Minority Whip. I so second.
Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. So what happened? When my friend included climate change, is it because? No. Those in support of this motion of the day. Any more amendments? Is it Honorable Ibrahim there? Please go ahead. Constraints will take only one more and then we call it off.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I remain Architect Ibrahim Al-Mustafa Aliyu, member representing Wurno Rabah from Sokoto State. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, my amendment is on the inclusion of House Committee on Petroleum Resources upstream. We are talking about international oil companies. And the Committee on Petroleum Resources upstream is not included in the committees that will investigate this alleged non-remittance of 3% to the host communities. So I move that the House Committee on Upstream should be included among the committees. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder? Yes. Any seconder? Yes, Honorable, please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable members, my name is Honorable Mohammed Dang Abbashehu, member representing Zaki Federal Constituency from Bauchi State. Mr. Speaker,
Honorable Bello, can you please tell us where we are? Please, can you sit down? Where are we?
I'm from Zaki Perel.
Amendment, sir.
I stand to amend.
What are we doing, Honorable Bello?
Mr. Speaker, apologies. We are seconding an amendment regarding host communities, whether it's upstream or downstream. Sorry, I was making myself. No, it's upstream.
You are rewarded. You are now promoted to come to the front lane. That's your reward. And sit next to Honorable Raji until we adjourn for break. Please come and sit at the front. It's a promotion.
May I continue,
for giving the very correct answer.
May I continue? Mr. Speaker, sir, my name is Honorable Mohammed Ang Abbashehu, member representing Zaki Perel constituency from Bauchi State. I stand to second the amendment made by my colleague. I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this amendment that petroleum upstream should be included should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. So those in support of this motion as amended should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. So this motion is referred to the committees on host community, petroleum resources downstream, and gas. Any other? And upstream as well. Thank you. The 14th order of the day is a motion on controlling the flood ravaging Ado-Odo, Ota Federal Constituency of Ogun State, standing in the name of Honorable Akinosi Olatunji. Honorable Olatunji is hereby invited to move the motion.
Mr. Speaker, distinguished colleagues, I'm Engineer Tunji Akinyosi, a fellow of the Nigerian Society of Engineers. I represent the good people of Ado-Odo, Ota Federal Constituency in Ogun State. Mr. Speaker and my colleagues, you are all invited to note that devastating floods in Alakpoti, Iju, Ilogbo, Abule Sale, Songo, Orile Boko, Ijako, Ajibode in Ado-Odo, Ota Federal Constituency of my state have submerged homes and displaced families, particularly along the Lagos-Abeokuta Express Road. Also note that the Lagos-Abeokuta Federal Highway serves as a vital link for business activities connecting Ogun State to other western states. Further note that the flood, which displaced inhabitants and disrupted business activities along the highway, is beyond the state government's control and require urgent federal intervention. Worried that critical infrastructure such as roads, electricity, schools, and hospitals have been destroyed, and residents have lost some of their homes and other sources of livelihood in the said flood. Also worried that if the flood menace is not urgently controlled, sections of the road that we are managing, Mr. Speaker, will be destroyed wholly. Resolved to, 1, urge the Federal Ministry of Environment, Ecological Fund Office, and the Federal Ministry of Works to tackle this menace of flooding and erosion in my federal constituency. Also urge the National Emergency Agency, NEMA, to provide relief materials to the affected victims. I plead that we further urge the Ministry of Works to commence repairs and reconstruction of the affected parts of the road. 4, to set up a NEMA station in Ado-Odo, Ota Federal Constituency to assist residents. 5, to mandate the Committee on Emergency and Disaster Preparedness to ensure compliance. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
Honorable Dr. Gwini.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am Suleiman Abubakar Gumi. I represent the good people of Gumi, Buku in Federal Constituency from Zamfara State. My amendment goes as prayer 3. No amendment.
Go by him now.
No, I
thought
asked
you
for
said-
amendment. Okay. I second the motion moved by my colleague. I so second. Can I?
Okay, so let's take the amendments.
All right. The amendment prayer 3 says urge the Federal Ministry of Works to commence repairs. So that means the prayer 5 should mention work should be added to prayer 5, which should read mandate the Committee on Emergency and Disaster Preparedness and works to ensure compliance. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder to this amendment? Any seconder? Honorable from Kano. Oh, am I not saying properly?
Barrister Muhammad
You see, whenever I see a red cap, is that I recognize it from Kano or from the southeast. But this time around, I think it looks more like Kano. Please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, my name is Barrister Muhammad Bello Shehu, representing the good people of Fajr Federal Constituency. I rise to second the amendment made by my colleague. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
So we put the question, those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. Any more amendments? Okay, Honorable Kafilat.
Good afternoon, Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues. I rise for and on behalf of the people of Koshofe Federal Constituency to amend this motion. I want to amend motion number 4, prayer number 4, where it was said that they should set up NEMA in the local government. I think NEMA has offices across all the states. It should be mandate NEMA to assist residents in the event of an emergency that could lead to loss of lives and properties. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, respected colleagues.
Thank you. Any seconder to this amendment? I saw somebody raising his hand and then he quickly put it down. I wonder what his justification is for not keeping it up. Oh, amendment, okay. No, we are looking for seconder. I want to identify somebody who has not spoken. Yes, Honorable, please, can you go ahead? Dabai. Sorry.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, my name is Abdullahi Balarabe Dabai, representing Bakuri Danja Federal Constituency of Katsina State. Katsina State. I rise to second the motion ably moved by my colleague. I so second, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Any more amendments? Honorable Jimmy?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I remain Baba Jimmy Benson. I represent the good people of Ikorodu Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, my amendment relates to prayer 5. There's a House Committee on Legislative Compliance, Mr. Speaker. So I humbly request that we change the mandate the Committee on Legislative Compliance to ensure compliance, and we remove Committee on Emergency and Disaster, which currently, and works, because there's an amendment to include works to ensure compliance. So I replace both of them with legislative compliance. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Any seconder? Any seconder, please? Professor Lillian, you are not talking today. Have we offended you? Is that not Professor Lillian? So please second this motion if it agrees with your position.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I stand here today to second this motion, ably moved by my colleague. I so second. Thank you. I'm sorry, Professor Lillian Orobu, representing the good people of Oka North and South Federal Constituency, Anambra State. Thank you.
Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Any more amendments? So we put the question. Those in support of this motion as amended should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Emergency and Disaster Preparedness. And legislative compliance, right? And works, they were all earlier included. So this is referred to Committee on NEMA, Works, and Legislative Compliance. Thank you. The 15th order of the day is a motion on need to reactivate Sapele, Wari, Koko, and Burutua Seaport in Delta State, standing in the name of Honorable Etan Benedict. Honorable Benedict is ever invited to move the motion.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I am Etana Benedict. I represent the good people of Okpe, Sapele, and Uwie Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, the title of my motion is the need to reactivate the Sapele, Wari, Koko, and Burutu ports in Delta State. Mr. Speaker, since I resumed in this House, many of my colleagues have also moved motions for the reactivation of many ports. So the facts are familiar to everybody. I will not labor my honorable colleagues to go through all these readings. I will go through the prayers. But just before I do that, it is important, Mr. Speaker, to note that these Wari ports and those ones in Delta State, they are different. If you are going through Guzape, you will see some big pipes. They are laying from the Niger Delta to I don't know where. Those pipes are all coming from the Wari port. And they are owned by the federal government. They are not paying any tax to any person. I see no reason why, when it comes to heavy pipes and machines, they will allow them to be coming from the Wari port. Why?
Honorable, are you reading your motion or you are talking to the motion?
Mr. Speaker, I was just drawing our attention to the fact that the Wari port is unique and should be opened without delay. The House resolved, Mr. Speaker, to urge the Nigerian Ports Authority to commence commercial activities in the above-mentioned ports and mandate the Committee on Ports and Harbour to ensure compliance. Mr. Speaker, I so move.
Any seconder? Our leader.
Thank you, Speaker. Mutu Nicholas Bomo is my name. I represent Bumodi Patani Federal Constituency. I'm from Delta State. I rise to second the motion ably moved by my brother Benedict. I so second.
Amendment.
Okay, before I yield the floor to you, if I understand the mover of the motion made an amendment to his prayer, isn't it? So please, in due course, I will recognize you to move for that prayer to be amended. Honorable. I said I will recognize you later to move for an amendment on your prayer. Okay? Let's start from the back. Honorable, please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, my right honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Paul Gowon Haruna. I represent the people of Basa Dikina Federal Constituency. I am from Kogi State. Mr. Speaker, concerning this port policy of the federal government of Nigeria, sometimes ago...
Can you go straight to your amendment? Because this is a disaster-related motion which does not require any debate. You
Yes,
understand?
Mr.
So if you
Speaker,
have an amendment to the prayer...
my amendment should read like this.
Yeah, okay.
Kogi State. They brought equipment to Lokoja for some time for dredging of River Niger and Benue. Suddenly, some of the equipment vanished, and we have not had anything up to today. So if they can help us establish our ports, it will help us a lot.
Is that a prayer?
Amendment.
How do you want the amendment to read?
To mean Lokoja and either ports should be included in this motion. The establishment and full operation, they should see to its full operation.
Honorable colleagues, you have heard him, so please, any seconder to this amendment? Right, Honorable, please go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, I am Honorable Inwa Garba. I rise to support and second the amendment looking at the economic importance of those ports that have been abandoned to be included, including the dredging of the River Niger, as he proposed in his amendment, sir.
Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Any more amendment? Honorable climate change. I hope this time around it will be a day. I said, I hope this time around your amendment will see the light of the day.
Mr. Speaker, it is my prayer that this amendment will be supported by my honorable colleagues. Mr. Speaker, once again, my name is Honorable Chris Nkwanta, and I represent the good people of Okwa East and Okwa West Federal Constituency in Abia State. Mr. Speaker, the amendment has to do with the heading of this motion, which will save us the trouble of me preparing a motion again on the same matter. I want to amend the heading to read, need to reactivate Sapele, Warri, Koko, Burutua, Port Harcourt, and Calabashi ports in Delta, Rivers, and Cross River states. I so amend, Mr. Speaker.
That's a big one. Honorable colleagues, I hope you heard what he said. He wants a complete change or amendment to the title of the motion to include. I thought you can go through prayers and put it as part of the prayers that rather than changing the title, because the prayer is the most important aspect. Yeah, I can oblige you.
Mr. Speaker, thank you for that observation. The additional prayer will be amendment to add prayer number 3 to include Port Harcourt and Calabar ports when these ports are all reactivated, because what is happening now, Mr. Speaker, is that virtually all the dry cargo coming into Nigeria go to the 2 ports in Lagos.
Are you adding or you are amending? Because I know the honorable member from Niger added some ports over and above what has been earlier. Are you adding that?
I'm adding that, Mr. Speaker.
So it's an amendment, it's not an additional prayer. is amendment to a prayer, right?
Okay, just to include the Port Harcourt and Calabar ports.
Okay, that's
I
good.
so amend. Thank
Okay,
you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Any seconder? Yes, Honorable Patrick.
The Right Honorable Speaker, my name is Dr. Patrick Umar. I represent the entire people of Ikorekpene, Esenudum, Oborokara Federal Constituency. I'm from Akwa Ibom State. I rise to second the amendment ably moved by my friend Chris Okwanta. I so second.
Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. Thank you. Congratulations, Honorable Chair. Well done, well done, well done. Those in support of this, pardon? Yeah, please, you are promoted, Honorable Chair. Please come to the front too. Just like my junior brother, Honorable Bello. You are elevated to the front seat for today. Any more amendments? So we can put the question, right? Those in support of this motion as amended should say aye. Aye. Sorry. We agreed that we'll give the mover the opportunity to further amend or to move for an amendment of his motion, please.
Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for the protection and privilege. We're just going to add under prayer 1 for commercial activities. Then I also to add that we should allow any importer or exporter to make use of any port of their choice and convenience within the Federal Republic of Nigeria in the transaction of their commercial activities. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder to his amendment? The young parliamentarian at the back, near Honorable Martins, yeah, go ahead. Please go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. My name is Uchenna Harris Okonkwo, representing the good people of Idemili North and South Federal Constituency. I rise today to second the amendment made by our honorable brother. I so second.
Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Those in support of this motion as amended should say aye. Those against should say nay. This motion is referred to the Committee on Niger Delta and Federal Ministry of Works. Thank you. The DS, okay, the leader, can you propose for only one motion? Okay, sorry, we still have one motion to go before we go on temporary. No, but I'm going somewhere. So, honorable colleagues, we go through the 16th order of the day, which is a motion on declaration of state of emergency on East-West Road and return the road construction to the Ministry of Niger Delta Development, standing in the name of Honorable Ogona Ozaribo. Honorable Osby is hereby invited to move the motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Gono Ziribo. I'm from Imo State. Mr. Speaker, I represent the good people of Unkwere, Isu, Wangala, Njaba Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, with me is the motion on declaration of state of emergency on East-West Road and return the road construction to the Ministry of Niger Delta Development. The House should know that the 338-kilometer East-West Road Realization Project linking Warri to Onron through Kayama, Ahoda, Port Harcourt, Ogoni, and Eket was awarded in 2006 by the administration of President Olusegun Obasanjo for the development and opening up of the entire Niger Delta region to the industrial Southwest region. The House should also note that from 2006 to 2009, the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing achieved only 8% work on the road before former President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua transferred it to the Ministry of Niger Delta as a flagship project. The House should further note that from 2009 and 2021, the Ministry of Niger Delta Development was able to drive the project to 80% completion, sources for additional funding from the Subsidy Reinvestment and Empowerment Program, SHORTP, and a loan from African Development Bank, which resulted to the completion of Section 1, Warri to Kayama, which is 87 kilometers, Section 2, Port Harcourt to Ahoda, which is 47 kilometers, Section 3, One Junction to Eket, which is about 84 kilometers. The House is aware that the Ministry of Niger Delta Development obtained approval for the redesign and award of contract of the 15-kilometer Eleme Junction to One Junction and the 9.75-kilometer Eket bypass, respectively. Also aware that the reconstruction and upgrading of the 15-kilometer between Eleme Junction and One Port Junction was redesigned in 2014 from 4-lane to 6-lane dual carriageway with flyovers at One Port Refinery and Elalongwa Junctions, and the construction of dual carriageway 9.75 Eket bypass were all conceived by the Ministry of Niger Delta Development to decongest the Eket urban area in 2019. Further aware that the administration of President Muhammad Buhari did not place priority on the East-West Road project, as allocation by the Budget Office of the Federation was barely enough to cover the salaries and overhead expenditure of the ministry. And as a result of these poor releases between 2015 and 2021, completion was further delayed and resulted to the contrast units raised becoming obsolete and due to inflation. Again, aware that the envelope budgeting system currently being practiced, from which salaries and overhead expenditures of the MDAs are executed, cannot deliver the East-West Road to completion, particularly because of the Ministry of Niger Delta Development had to source extra budgetary intervention from SHORTP and African Development Bank between 2012 and 2015 to enable it to complete Section 1 and 3 of the road. The House is convinced that the non-completion of East-West Road is not linked to issues of technicality or lack of competence, but funding. And as such, for the road to be completed, there is need for a presidential declaration of state of emergency on it, as demonstrated in the construction of Second Niger Bridge and other laudable projects, whereby the president had to secure special funding for the road project. Considering that the transfer of the East-West Road project from the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing to the Ministry of Niger Delta Development in 2009 had the Federal Executive Council approval and the Federal Ministry of Justice input, whereas the handover of the Ministry of Niger Delta Development to Federal Ministry of Works and Housing in 2022 has no Federal Executive Council approval. The House is also convinced that the Ministry of Works, which is galloping with over 4,000 kilometers of road construction nationwide, will be hard-pressed with funding for the numerous projects under its preview, and as such may not be able to meet the funding demand of the East-West Road project. The House is informed that on the request of the Ministry of Niger Delta Development, the Federal Ministry of Finance, through the Debt Management Office, made provision for the sum of 10.4 billion under the 2021 Succo bond insurance, and that 20.4 billion was assessed by the Federal Ministry of Works and Housing. Yet no work has been done on the project to date, apparently because of lack of commitment as against the total commitment from the Ministry of Niger Delta Development. The House is concerned that the federal government was uninformed to conceive taking away the East-West Road project from the Ministry of Niger Delta Development, which was not only able to achieve 80% completion with limited funding, but also had the technical expertise and competence as well as the blueprint of the East-West Road. The House is informed that the Ministry of Niger Delta Development, before they hand over to the Federal Ministry of Works in 2022, has planned to intensify the search of funding source to complete the remaining Section 2-2 Ahuda to Kayama and 3A Element Junction to Ole Ports Junction and 4 Eke to Oron and Eke bypass by the first quarter of 2023. The House is worried that the construction of the East-West Road for the people of Niger Delta region, if not completed, the social economic benefit for the people of the Niger Delta will continually be eroded. Let this Honorable House do resolve. 1. To urge the President and Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to A. Declare a state of emergency on the East-West Road. Mr. Speaker, by the leave of this House, Mr. Speaker, I wish you permit me to reframe the B aspect of these prayers to now read that the House or the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to convene a national stakeholder summit involving all the governors from Niger Delta region, the NNPC Limited, and other international oil companies, etc., to, among other things, to articulate ways and means for the speedy completion of the East-West Road and avoid unending variations, and also mandate the Committee of Niger Delta Community to ensure compliance. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Sorry, please, before I call for the seconder of this motion, let me please correct the committee I earlier referred to in the previous motion, that is Order 15, which was raised by Honorable Etabeni. The appropriate committee to be referred to supposed to be Committee on Ports and Harbour, not NDDC. Please take note of that correction. So I will invite some any honorable to second this motion. The only prince I recognize from the land of Edo, can you please second this motion?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Billy Famous Adesuwa Osawaru, representing the good people of Orionwo Wunde Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm a proud Benin chief from Edo State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion ably moved by my right honorable Ugonna Ozurigbo. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Amendments.
Thank you. Amendments?
Amendments.
Honorable, please, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Isa Muhammad Anka, representing Anka Talata Mafara constituency. I'm from the Forest State. Mr. Speaker, from the data presented and the submission by my honorable colleague, I don't think this project called for declaration of emergency. A project that has reached 80% completion from the submission. 1. 2, the demonstration made by the former President, His Excellency Buhari, on the second Niger Bridge. In fact, he didn't call for declaration of emergency. He only thought for, other institution funds like NSI. So my submission here is that rather than to call for declaration of emergency, I think it's better we change the heading. And even the prayer should read, if you permit me, sir, that the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria to mandate all the relevant institutions to immediately effect the completion of the remaining section of the project.
I understand you are calling for deletion? of prayer number...
I am calling for the expansion...
1A?
To expose, to expunge...
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Declaration.
To remove that word emergency.
Yes, yes.
Is that what you are proposing?
Completion, just say completion of the road, rather than calling for declaration. I think to call state of emergency.
You are proposing for removal of 1A.
Yes, sir.
You are also proposing
for
something in place of it. Is that, if I understand what you are trying to say?
Yes, sir.
Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So you have two, right?
Yes.
One to remove.
And one to remove the state of emergency and replace it.
The whole entire prayer of A to be removed.
To be removed.
And then you have an additional prayer or replace, what is it? It's an additional prayer you are bringing, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So let's take the two together differently. Any seconder to his first prayer, that is prayer number 1A, declare a state of emergency on the east-west road be removed completely. Any seconder to this motion? Any seconder to this? Our only Amazon from the land of the Niger Delta.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My very distinguished colleagues, I am Honorable Eriata Ke Ibori Swenu, member representing the great people of Ethiop East, Ethiop West Federal Constituency. I rise in my place this afternoon to support the motion as moved by our dear colleague. I beg to second. Thank you.
Those in support of this amendment should say aye.
Aye.
Those against should say nay. I will put it again. Clear your throats so that we'll be able to pass the correct verdict. Those in support of this amendment to remove emergency 1A should say aye.
Aye.
Those against should say nay. The nays have it.
Amendment.
The second amendment is on the need to put, can you repeat that prayer? Honorable, the additional prayer you have made, or it is overtaken by events? Honorable, do you want us to take the second prayer, or is overtaken by events? Honorable Anka, pardon? Is overtaken by events. Okay, thank you. Any more amendments?
Amendment.
Honorable Martins?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my name is Martin Sesin. I represent the people of Oron, Mbo, Okobo, Udunko, Urefon Orugu Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Akwa Ibom State, the destination state. I rise to propose an amendment on prayer 2 to now read, mandate the committee on Niger Delta Development Commission to ensure compliance. Mr. Speaker, I so propose.
Are you adding NDDC committee, or you are substituting Niger Delta Ministry with NDDC? I don't know which of the two, so that people will be clear.
I'm adding Niger Delta Development Commission committee.
Okay, okay. So any seconder to this amendment? Right, Honorable?
My Speaker, fellow colleagues, my name remains Honorable Mohammed Jamil Kasena, member representing the good people of Askari, Kangara, Sabwa. I so second.
Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable, please, you also have an amendment, right? We'll take only one more, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Olumide Oshoba, representing Abeokuta North, Obafemode, Anoria Federal Constituency. The amendment that said Niger Delta Committee, I would like to add the legislative compliance with it, because as it is in the House, we always allow the Legislative Compliance Committee to ensure compliance with the Niger Delta Commission. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable colleagues, you have heard about the amendment. Any seconder to that? Yes, Honorable, please go ahead.
Honorable Speaker, distinguished colleagues, my name is Architect Austin Asoma Chadon. I represent the good people of Gwe East, Gwe West Federal Constituency. I stand to second the amendment as moved by my colleague. Thank you.
Those in support of this amendment should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it.
Last amendment.
The last one, please, because of time constraints.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Kama Nkem Kama, representing the also people of Ohoza, Onitsha Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I have a contribution to make on this motion. Mr. Speaker, this motion, I think, is overtaken by events already, because the Minister for Works had actually visited this site, and then the FEC agreed that the PPP should, will be used to carry out this particular project to complete it. Now, since FEC had agreed with the minister, it will be wrong for us in this house now to move this back to the Ministry of Niger Delta or to NDDC. That's my contribution, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much.
So are you suggesting that this motion should be stepped down?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Because it's overtaken by events?
Absolutely, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much.
Any seconder to that? Any seconder that this motion is overtaken by event, it should be stepped down? Yes, Honorable, please go ahead.
Right?
No,
right,
seconder, are you seconding?
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
With little amendment, sir.
No amendment, please, it's just a constraint.
Please hear me, sir. I'm stepping down, sir. Please hear me. Right, Honorable Speaker, Honorable members, my name is Felix Ucheweke. I represent Eleme Tai Oyibo Federal Constituency. You are, Mr. Speaker, sir, it is proper to get the proper briefing. The amendment proposed by the last speaker that we should step it down is proper, because this motion is overtaken by event. The Ministry of Works has approval of Mr. President to do a comprehensive work on this road. And they are partnering with NPDCL on tax reforms. As we speak, RUCC has been mobilized
Honorable,
to
you
go
are
to site.
only seconding, you are not...
So I therefore second that we step down this motion, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable. So please, Honorable colleagues, if I get it correctly, there is no contribution when you are seconding this kind of... so if I get it correctly, we are talking about this motion. A prayer here is that the motion should be disregarded in its entirety because it's overtaken by events. So those who are in support of that position should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. Nay. The nays have it. So any more amendments? The last one. Okay, Honorable Ibrahim. Now will be the last one we'll take. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. I remain Ibrahim Al-Mustafa Aliyu, member representing Wurno Rabafro constituency from Sokoto State. Mr. Speaker, I believe this House is well informed, and the current development, particularly the giant stride made 2 weeks ago by the Minister of Works of seeking approval and gotten approval of Mr. President to intervene on some major road construction in the country, has substantially covered this road. So if you look at the prayer number 1, urge the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria himself to declare state of emergency on one of the numerous roads. I think we are not being fair to Mr. President.
So this is overtaken by events. It has been discussed and put to question earlier on the issue of number 1A, right? We have already taken position on that. We cannot revisit it again. No, there is no provision for that. Any motion that has a position has been taken, voted for, you cannot revisit it again unless you come on another motion as well. So thank you for your contribution. So we'll just go ahead and put the question.
Mr. Speaker, I want us to debate this issue. Fundamentally because, Mr. Speaker, this motion is asking that we take jobs that rightly belong in the Federal Ministry of Works to Federal Ministry of Niger Delta. Mr. Speaker, the Appropriation Act is a law. You cannot amend an act with a motion. Areas that rightly belong to the Ministry of Works, by virtue of the amounts appropriated to the Federal Ministry of Works, you cannot, by motion, take them away and then give it to Niger Delta Ministry. So this motion, as it is extra-legal. It has contravened the Appropriation Act, Mr. Speaker. This is my contribution.
Well, thank you for your opinion, Honorable Chair. As you know, everything about motion is just advisory. It's just purely advisory. So if in the wisdom of the executive, they feel that this is overtaken by events, I don't think if it will be any problem whatsoever. And I believe whatever we're doing, whatever we are proposing, the executive will also look at it from their own angle and see if it is in the best interest of the people. So I think we can let it go since we have already taken a position, and believing that the executive will do the needful when it reaches their own side. Thank you for your contribution. So we put this motion to vote. Those in support of this motion as amended, say aye. Aye. Those against, you say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Niger Delta Ministry and Niger Delta Development Commission, and Works as well. Thank you. So, honorable colleagues, at this juncture, I will invite the TS to come and lead for the Committee of the Whole while I take a small break. Thank you so much. Honorable TS, please come over. Yeah? Okay, I will have to put them on. Sorry, leader, can you please lead the motion for the Deputy Speaker to take over proceedings?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues. Abdullah Halims is my name, representing the good people of Bankpa, Omala Federal Constituency. I am from Kogi State. I hereby move that the House move into
Order,
committee
please.
of the
Order,
whole
please.
for consideration of report. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Leader, can you second to this motion?
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleague, I to stand to second the motion that we revert to the committee of the whole.
So I put the question, those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. So House is going to resolve to the committee of the whole. Thank you.
Please, the House is still in session. Honorable Maki. Honorable Maki, can you please return to your seat?
Honorable colleagues, we'll be very quick and we'll be leaving here in no distance time. Please have your seat. Leader, move for the consideration of reports 17, 18, 19. Let's join three of them, 17, 18, 19. That will go into committee of the whole to consider report 17, 18, 19. Let's do it quickly. People are tired.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Order, please. Go and sit down. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, distinguished honorable colleagues. I move for consideration of reports 17, 18, 19. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Minority Leader, please, second.
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleague, I to stand to second the motion that we consider the report.
Please increase the volume for the microphones, please.
Number 17, 18, and 19. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of the motion that the House resolved to committee of the whole to consider report 17, 18, 19 say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. It's from here. Honorable colleagues, the first bill to be considered is for an act to establish the Chartered Institute of Agribusiness Management of Nigeria to promote the practice and professionalism of agribusiness in Nigeria. I invite the leader to give the synopsis of the bill. Leader, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, honorable colleagues. This bill for an act to establish Chartered Institute of Agribusiness Management of Nigeria to promote the practice and professionalism of agribusiness in Nigeria and for related matters, HB 138. As you are aware, this bill is intended to lay professionalism, bring in professionalism, and it is intended to, as you are aware, bring increase in production in the agri sector. And you know, in view of our economy and the shortages of food in our economy today, once this bill is passed into law, it will help greatly and it will enhance productivity in the agricultural sector. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, honorable colleagues, as we move into consideration clause by clause of this bill. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the leader. The question is that clauses 1 to 20 be made to stand as part of the bill, and we're just going to go through them one after the other. Clause 1 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, explanatory memorandum, long title, shadows. Thank you. Honorable colleague, the second bill to be considered is for an act to establish the Chartered Institute of Digital Forensics of Nigeria to regulate the practice, including qualification, training, skill set of digital forensics among its members, and to determine the standard of knowledge and skills to be attained by persons seeking to become registered members of the profession and for related matters. I invite the leader to give the synopsis of the bill. Leader, please.
Mr. Chairman, distinguished honorable colleagues, this is a bill for an act to establish Chartered Institute of Digital Forensics of Nigeria to regulate the practice, including qualification, training, and skill set of digital forensics among its members, and to determine the standards of knowledge and skills to be attained by persons seeking to become registered members of the profession and for related matters, HB 140. As you are aware, this bill is more or less a bill intended to curb fraudulent practices of most forensic operators. And as you can see, once this bill is passed into law, it will go a long way in dealing with those who perpetrate themselves in the process with the intention to dupe or rather practice what is not lawful. As you are aware, forensic business is a very serious business in this country today, more so as we are going into very serious election practices, court practices, so many things that will involve forensics. So once the regulation proper regulation, proper control is set in this forensic business, it will go a long way in bringing orderliness and pure practice standard into the business. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Leader. The question is that is for these 24 clauses of this bill be made part of the bill. And we'll go through the clauses one after the other. So 1 to 6, 7 to 10, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 24, the shadows, explanatory memorandum, Karen. Long title, Karen. I invite the leader to move that the House do adopt the report on the recommendation. That's it. We still have yes. Oh yes, the report to be considered as the third one is the report of the Ad hoc Committee on the Screening and Confirmation of Nominees, appointment as chairman and members of Niger Delta Development Commission NDDC board. I invite Honorable Ehiatek Ibori-Sueno to give the synopsis of the report. Please make it as short as possible, as brief as possible, considering that time is fast spent. Honorable Ibori, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues. Once again, I am Honorable Eriata Ibori-Sueno, member representing the great people of Ethiop East, Ethiop West Federal Constituency. I rise this afternoon, to present the report to this honorable House. You may recall that on the 4th of October 2023, the Senate in the Committee of the Whole screened and subsequently confirmed the appointments of the nominees as chairman and members of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC board. This honorable House may also recall that an executive communication was received from Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, requesting that this honorable House of Rep, to confirm the nominees for the appointment as chairman and members of the board of the Niger Delta Development Commission in accordance with the Section 22A of the Niger Delta Development Commission Establishment Act 2000. This led to the constitution of this ad hoc committee. We carried out our assignment as mandated by the House, and today we have the report before you for consideration and adoption. On behalf of all members of this ad hoc committee, I would like to thank the leadership of this House for the opportunity to serve the people of the Niger Delta and this House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. I think we're going to look at the recommendation, and I think what we have there is only one recommendation, and we move that recommendation become part of the working document of this House, coming from the committee, and that is the recommendation that the House do confirm the appointments of the nominees as chairman and members of the Niger Delta Development Commission Board. And when you talk about the chairman and members, I would like to mention their names as listed by your report. They are as follows. Mr. Chiedu Ebi, Chairman, Delta State. Dr. Samuel Obuku, MD, CEO, Bayelsa. Mr. Boma Iyaye, ED Finance and Admin, Rivers. Mr. Victor Antai, ED Projects, Akwa Ibom. Ifedayo Abegunde, ED Corporate Services, Ondo. Senator Dimaro Denyabofa, State Representative, Bayelsa. Mr. Abbas Ndekong Nkono, Representative, Akwa Ibom. Right Honorable Monde Ibuya, Representative, Delta. Chief Tony Okocha, Representative, Rivers. Honorable Patrick Esowiren, Representative, Edo. Mr. Kieran Uchebu, Rep, Imo. Honorable Otito Thompson Atikes, Representative, Ondo. Chief Dimba Eruba, Representative, Abia. Right Honorable Orok Uduk, JP, Representative, Cross River State. Honorable Nick Wende, Representative, North Central. Honorable Namdas Abdul Razak, State Rep, Northeast. I think this is not State Rep, this is Zonal Rep, Northeast. Representative Senator Dr. Ibrahim Abdullahi Gobia, Zonal Representative, Northwest. That recommendation is carried. Recommendation 1 carried. Leader, please move that we revert to plenary to report progress.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, distinguished honorable colleagues. Abdullah Ibrahim Ali is my name. I'm from Kogi State. I represent Ampa Omalola Federal Constituency. I move that the House revert to plenary for consideration of reports. Thank you.
Leader, Minority Leader.
Mr. Chairman, I do second the motion as ably moved by the House Leader.
Those in support that we revert to plenary to report progress say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The House, in Committee of the Whole, considered a report on a bill for an act to establish Chartered Institute of Agribusiness Management of Nigeria to promote the practice and professionalism of agribusiness in Nigeria and for related matters, and approve clauses 1 to 20, the schedule, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. The House and Committee of the Whole considered a report on a bill for an act to establish Chartered Institute of Digital Forensics of Nigeria to regulate the practice, including qualification, training, and skill set of digital forensic among its members, and to determine the standard of knowledge and skills to be attained by persons seeking to become registered members of the profession and for related matters, and approve clauses 1 to 24, the schedules, explanatory memorandum, and the long title of the bill. The House, in Committee of the Whole, considered the report of the Ad hoc Committee on the Screening and Confirmation of Nominees, appointments as chairman and members of the Niger Delta Development Commission, and approved the recommendation of the reports. I invite the leader to move that the House do adopt the reports of the recommendations of the Committee of the Whole. House Leader, please. I invite you to move that we adopt the reports.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Distinguished honorable colleagues, I move that the House do adopt the
recommendations of the Committee of the Whole.
Of the Whole, thank you.
Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I stand to second the motion as moved. I do second.
Those in support that the House do adopt the reports on the recommendation of the Committee of the Whole say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable members, you've done so well to stay from beginning till now, and this is a true display of seriousness, dedication, discipline as parliamentarians. Nigerians are proud of you. It's not everyone that started with us, finished with us. Sometimes it's not how well you start, it's how well you finish. And I commend you for making this sacrifice all to this time. We know that the time is fast spent, but we appreciate your patience. Thank you very much. I invite the leader to move for an adjournment of this House to tomorrow, same time, 11 o'clock.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Distinguished honorable colleague, I hereby move that the House adjourn to tomorrow, the 18th day of October, and resume plenary 11 a.m. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Minority Leader, please.
Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, I stand to second the motion as ably moved. I do second.
Thank you. Those in support that the House do adjourn to tomorrow, same time, 11 o'clock, say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. The House stand adjourned.